Today let's take a look at the Mattel Battlestar Galactica Cylon Raider from the TV series of the late 70s and early 80s. The Cylon Raider was one of 4 vehicles available from the show. Along with all the other ships, these ships were too small to fit the larger 3 3/4 inch figures, and came with much smaller sort of inch and a half size versions. Here you can see a Cylon. It doesn't actually look much like a Cylon, but it's sort of good enough to fit in the toy. The toy originally came with firing missiles that you can see. You can pull the wings out here, and it had 2 red missiles. I will fire this one here. There you go, it fires out. This feature was removed fairly soon after the toy was released, after a child died from swallowing one. So you'll find early versions of the Cylon Raider have this firing capability, and there's a second wave of ship, which you have here. Looks exactly the same, but you'll see that the missiles stay in place, which leads to a little bit of a design flaw. As you can see here, if you fire the missiles out, you can no longer put the wings back in place. You have to clip them back in, and then you can shut the wings down. Unlike the other toys in the line, these don't feature any interchangeable parts. All of the other colonial ships you can pull apart and rebuild as in sort of various forms. This is just a one sort of action ship. Wings come out and the cockpit opens. There's nothing else you can do with it. On the bottom of the ship there are 3 wheels, so it can roll along the floor. Let me show you that. But really, it's more for you to sort of fly around like that. The design and sculpting is actually pretty good. It does look like the Cylon Raiders as they appeared in the show. The sort of colouring is a bit off. The ships in the show were actually a lighter grey with a dark stripe and sort of dark emblem, and they've gone for a darker grey plastic and yellow and green. I guess this just makes it a bit bolder and looks a bit more appealing on the shop shelves. Overall though, it's a very nice toy, and I sort of like getting these because they do look particularly good. The Raider was one of the sort of key ships in Battlestar Galactica. And if you like Cylons, then you're going to like the Raider. It's just a shame that they didn't make a larger version that you could fit the 3 3/4 inch action figures in. These are still fairly easy to find. There are obviously a lot of them made. Missile firing ones are a little bit harder to find, but you can check out my other video for how to convert the non-missile firing ones into missile firing ones if you want your ship to fire. But yeah, they're very nice ships. As with all these things, I do recommend getting them. They are particularly nice toys, and they do look very nice on display. Thanks for watching.